After the Oilers suffered their first loss under Jay Woodcroft 3 nights ago, Leon Draisaitl was asked post-game about the upcoming 5-game road trip, and particularly the first 3 games as they get set to face off against the top 3 Eastern Conference teams. And his response, well, I think we're a good team too, as it will be a measuring stick, starting off against the reigning back-to-back Stanley Cup champions here tonight at Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. And then it will be certainly a test with the Florida Panthers on Saturday and Carolina here tonight. But back to the Lightning. Tonight marks their first game in 8 days as they've been led by their captain, Steven Stamkos, as he has 55 points in 48 games this season. It looks like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is right to my left here, of course, playing in his 700th National Hockey League game. So without further ado, we'll jump to the media availability right away.
NHL game, and I mean, these sort of milestones, do you think about it at all, or?
Obviously, people bring it to your attention, and so you think about it a little bit, and you reflect a little bit on the 700 games that I've played, and pretty crazy to be here, but obviously just focus on getting a win tonight, and at the end of the day, it still is just another game, but definitely you reflect a little bit on the 700 that you've played.
5 games in 7 days. The team did not have a lot of energy against Minnesota. You had an actual full practice in, just the second one with Jay Woodcroft yesterday. Just a thought on maybe the energy level, knowing that you are playing a pretty good squad today.
I thought yesterday was good. I thought we came to practice with a lot of energy, and we got done what we needed to get done, and I think the day off, the travel day, revived us a little bit. Obviously, it's a tough schedule right now. It's playing a lot of games in a short period of time, so you got to find ways to recoup yourself mentally and physically. So I think we did a pretty good job of that yesterday. Had a good day the rest of the day, and got to be prepared tonight.
How important is it just to focus on the game tonight? Like, you got 3 games in a row here against 3 of the best teams in the league, but you can only play 1 game at a time.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, I mean, we know that we got these 3 coming up here, but we got to focus on Tampa, back-to-back defending champs. Obviously, they're going to make us work for everything that we get tonight, and we know that. And they play with that high intensity, high speed, all over the rink, and we haven't got to play them too much in the past couple of years, really. So. It's a bit of a new look for us playing these guys, but definitely excited to get out there and see what we can bring tonight.
After the loss on Sunday, Ryan, Leon said about this upcoming 5-game road trip and going up against the first 3 teams that we're a good team too. Now, how much do you kind of use tonight as a measuring stick to gauge where this team is at? Yeah,
well, I mean, like you said, we're a good team. We have confidence in ourselves, and I mean, tonight it's just important that we work on our game, and I mean, we try to outwork the other team every night, and tonight we have to do that. We have to bring that attitude, and I mean, win, lose, or draw tonight, you can take what you want out of a game like this, but at the same time, you still got to go play the rest of the road trip, so you got to move on and take positives out of every game, and see what we can string together here on the roadie.
One more question for me, and on Ryan McLeod, actually. His minutes have certainly been increasing. Tonight he gets a look on the top line. What are some of the things that you're seeing that he's doing right in the last few games?
I think obviously confidence is a huge thing in this league, and he's playing a little bit more, getting a little more confident in his game, and obviously he's a very talented player and brings a lot of upside, and I think he's done a good job lately of focusing a little defensively too, kind of rounding out his game a little bit, and I think confidence, like I said, plays a huge part in that. So happy to see him continue to take steps here, and hope tonight is a good one for the whole group here.
great duos in the league as far as lines are concerned. I know you don't face them a lot, but Kucherov and Point, when they're together, what makes them so dynamic as a two?
Well, I mean, I think the fact that they are both very dynamic players, highly skilled, very smart players, and played together for a while now. So, I mean, they know each other well, and they can read off each other. So, we got to be aware of that and aware of them. And but I mean, it's a good group over there. We know that. So, we got to make sure that, like I said before, we're prepared to outwork them every shift.
Why has Head been a tough defenseman to deal with as far as, is it the reach, like at the speed? Like what are things as a forward it's difficult to match up with?
Yeah, I think obviously his speed and his size make him tough to play against on the offensive side of things, and also, I mean, offensively he knows how to get it done for sure, and so you kind of got to be aware of both sides of the puck. But yeah, I mean, we got to pressure him as much as possible tonight, and I mean, not make it an easy night for him. But yeah, no, he's obviously been one of the best defensemen in the league for years now, and he's got that size, the speed, and the smarts to be able to do it.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Good to go, Trent? Good. Ryan, for you, some increased minutes and increased responsibilities, and a look on the top line tonight. Just maybe kind of let us know where your confidence level is at right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just a comfortability level with the new coach coming in. I've played for him for a year and a half, so kind of just getting my feet going in the league now, and I feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident. So hopefully we can keep rolling with that.
You mentioned it, but how much does it really help to have a coach that kind of believes in you and has had you in the past? Yeah,
I think he kind of knows how to when I'm at my best and how to play me like to my strengths. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been good. Hopefully we can keep getting wins.
You talked about your strengths. What are your strengths? What have you been showcasing the last few games that's allowed you to get a look here?
I just skating with the puck, taking it to the net a bit more, shooting it, some more times. So, just hopefully keep getting some good touches and keep rolling.
Now, how much do you guys as a group look forward to a game like tonight as a measuring stick to see where you're at?
Yeah, I think everyone's very excited. I think, we haven't played them in, it's been like 2 years now. So I think everyone's really excited to play them. Obviously, they win back-to-back cups, so they're a great team, and it should be a good test for us.
How much did it help to actually get a practice under your belts?
Yeah, it's been a lot of games the last couple of days, but nice to get out here in the sun and get back on the ice. So hopefully we can get rolling.
One more for me, Ryan. NugentHopkins, 700th NHL game tonight.
Yeah,
pretty impressive for sure.
Yeah, very. He's a great guy, great teammate. He's one of the best. It's been a lot of fun, having to play with him last year. So congrats to him. Hopefully we can get a bunch more under his belt.
Now, one thing that whenever I ask your teammates about him is he's a quiet leader, and his leadership is very underrated. Do you share that testament?
Yeah, I think for sure he's he's a very quiet leader. I mean, he talks. He does talk a lot still, but yeah, I think he kind of just leads by example. He's a very competitive guy, in practice or kind of anything that we're doing. So it's he's good to kind of just look up to and just kind of do what he does.
Thanks, man. Jay, on Sunday, Leon said, when asked about these first 3 games of this 5-game road trip, he said, well, we're a good team too. And so I ask you, how much do you use a night like tonight as a measuring stick to kind of gauge where this team is at?
Well, I think we spent the last few days preparing for the Stanley Cup champions, the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions. We know where they're at in their evolution as a team. They do a lot of things very well. We've prepared for it, and I would agree with Leon. They're a very good hockey team, but we're a good hockey team too.
Do you sense that belief in this group when you came here about 10 days ago that this is a good hockey team?
Yeah, I think the bottom line, in order to have a good hockey team, you have to have good players, and we have very good hockey players. I think I see a group of 23 individuals working together towards a common goal. And what I've seen over my time here is people willing to sacrifice in order to win. And we're going to get tested tonight by a very, very good hockey team. They don't make many mistakes. They're going to make you earn every inch of ice that you get, and there is nothing for free, and we're well aware of that.
One more for me, Jay. NugentHopkins playing his 700th NHL game tonight. Can you just talk about the traits that he kind of exemplifies in that locker room for especially the young guys?
Sure. I would describe RNH as someone who is team first. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Someone who is taking charge and driving his own line right now, which I think makes us a better team. He plays in every situation. He's a fantastic teammate, and he's driven to win. So I'm thankful he's on our team.
Jay, obviously Tampa Bay is blessed with, they've got depth in every position, but just a thought on what they do tactically. Mm-hmm. There's some teams that have tried to copy that 1-1-3 that they try to execute. Nobody does it better than they do.
Yeah,
Is that fair?
I think that's a fair statement. They've spent a few years honing their neutral zone structure. I think getting through the neutral zone is going to be a key to the game tonight. And not only getting through the neutral zone, but making sure you're putting pucks in places where you can get it back. I think this is one of the most rehearsed teams on retrievals in the National Hockey League. They do a lot of things very well, but that's at the top of the list.
5 games in 7 days, and you could see that you guys didn't have the energy against Minnesota. Did you see some of it come back a bit yesterday when you had your second full practice as a head coach with the team?
Yeah, I thought we had a good practice day. We had just being in the sunshine, I think, energizes everybody. We had a good travel day the day before. Our focus and attention to detail yesterday was where it needed to be. We didn't need to be long. It was short, direct, and purposeful, but we got what we needed. And like I said, we're well aware of what's before us tonight.
And one game at a time, right? Like, I know everybody says, well, these 3 games are going to be a measuring stick. Everybody knows what the numbers are against, these 3 beasts of the Southeast. It's one game at a time.
Yeah, and that's kind of been our mindset, is that to do anything really well, I think you need to direct your attention to it, and we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We've asked our players to keep their picture small, to focus on what's immediately in front of them, and we've had a good response from them. So we're going to continue that as we move forward here through this road trip. And like I said, the immediate task at hand is the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions.
You mentioned Tampa's retrievals. I think other coaches have mentioned that not the skill that stands out to them is what they do in their own end. What the defensively to get it out. Like, what do you watch on tape? What do you notice what they do in their own end to get it back out?
Well, I believe that they create numerical advantages where they're going to bring more people to certain areas than you have forechecking. So for us, that's going to be a challenge. We're going to try and do a few things that'll change that math.
That's right. One more from me, Jay. I'm not sure if you'll comment on this, but 11-7 again tonight.
11-7 tonight.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jay. And as you heard from head coach Jay Woodcroft, they will go 11-7 here tonight. I'll quickly read out the lines from this morning's skate. We had Ryan McLeod, who we just talked to, skating on a line with McDavid and Hyman on the top line. Evander Kane, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto. Fogle, Nugent-Hopkins, of course, playing in his 700th career National Hockey League game. He's also 8 goals away from goal number 200, as they'll be flanked with Derek Ryan on the right side. And then it will be Devin Shore and Tyler Benson likely as forwards number 10 and 11. Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard make up the team's top pair. Legason and CC, Broberg and Barry, and then Niemelainen also rotating on the team's third pair. So again, it's Nugent-Hopkins playing his 700th career National Hockey League game. Ryan McLeod getting a look and increased responsibility on the top line as we have a 5:30 p.m. puck drop here from Amalie Arena. Enjoy the game tonight.